Mahadev. Saturn Mars conjunction, which is one of the most interesting, powerful conjunction in Vedic astrology. Why this is called Yama Yog? Let's figure it out in this video today. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and watch till the end. So, what is Saturn? Saturn is limitations, boundaries. Saturn is holding back. Saturn is the focus and practicality in life. And what is Mars? Mars is passion, aggression, drive, the fighting ability, the initiative taking ability. Mars is action. So when both of them come together in one house, one sign, what happens? Here, both of them are very, very powerful planets, and they are malefic planets. They are tamasic. They bring in a lot of negative darkness along with them, right? And that's why it becomes a very difficult conjunction, one of the most difficult actually. So you see, Mars is our willpower. Mars is the initiative action taking ability. Mars is our neuromuscular moments. So what happens here? This person or this child or teenager's life, whenever they try to do something, try to take some initiative, take some action, do some action. I want to go play cricket outside, or I want to go drive that bicycle, or I want to join that karate class, and the father or any Saturnian figure, the authoritative figure which is Saturn, hold them back. No, you cannot do that. Who play? Good children don't play cricket. Sit at home. No, those are karate, all those things are not good. Sit at home, study. So, like that, all their action and the desire to take action, the desire to take initiatives were somehow stunted and withheld and subdued by authority figure, resulting in which they become very frustrated. Because whenever somebody cannot exercise their Mars, they tend to become frustrated, because Mars is that Aries, the first house, right? That is the primitive instinct in us, the neuromuscular response, which is the fight and flight response. What is fight and flight response? Using which we survive. We have survived. Humanity has progressed thus far. From the Stone Age, when a man had to go outside, run miles after mile to hunt down an animal, bring that back home, burn it, grill it, and eat it. Or even before the invention of fire, they used to eat it raw, the meat, right? The vegan people don't understand this. So, this is Mars. Mars is all about taking action, fighting for your survival, taking actions, because that's what we are meant to do. We have to take initiatives, right? So, that's what makes us neuromuscular level. A mosquito is biting me here, I'll hit the mosquito like this. This response, it is coming because of Mars. So when this particular response is restricted by the Saturn, because Saturn is very powerful, right? The most powerful. So when Saturn holds that back, this child or the teenager feels extremely frustrated, and he becomes very angry from within. That they don't let me do anything. They don't let me play cricket. They don't let me join the karate class. They don't let me join that guitar class or whatever. So just giving examples, they become very angry within. And even when they grow up and become big, when they try to do something, whenever they try to do something, whether they are applying for a job interview they are applying for, or they are trying to join the army, they will always have the fear within, because Saturn is fear, right? That my actions will not be taken seriously, or somehow my actions will be subdued, my actions will be withheld. So that fear will work subconsciously in their mind. and that brings in that urge to do everything properly and with a lot of perfection and a lot of care, and they do it with utmost concentration, and they focus too much because Saturn is also focus. And whichever planet, as I said, whichever planet sits with Saturn, Saturn tries to perfect that planet. And Saturn, wherever he sits, in whichever house, life becomes all about perfecting that house. So this person will become all about, I have to, whichever actions I take, whichever initiative I take, whatever my passion is, whether it is boxing or whether it is, singing, or whether it is playing guitar, bass guitar or sitar or whatever it can be a painting, or engineering, whatever that is, I have to do it with utmost concentration, so that if I don't do it properly, then those people will not like it, and they will, it's not about liking it, they will somehow, it will not get validated. It's all about validation, not get validated. The liking part comes from the Saturn Sun, which is where that is more difficult. No, that is also very equally difficult in two different ways. But here it is all about that frustration within, and trying to overcompensate and do work really hard, focus really hard, and try to do all the try to take all the initiatives and do all the actions very properly and with utmost care. So what are the results? Because of which what happens? These people, they work in a routine repetitive manner, like a Capricorn. Okay, routine repetitive manner, and their life becomes like a machine. They become like a machine. How those machine will just, where we hear is a common sound here, the marble grinding in Bangalore city. Houses are getting built all the time. So that sign, that continuously that they're shining their work. They're shining and grinding themselves, and that takes a toll on their body. Takes a toll on their body, on their muscular level, on a very internal, it affects the endocrine system also, endocrine system, this is hormonal systems, and also the nervous system, because it takes a heavy toll on their body. Okay, because when they try to perfect it too much and make their body into a machine, work like a machine, it becomes a routine repetitive initiative, routine repetitive work, and gradual slow destruction happens of the body, slow destruction of the body, and that is why it is called Yama Yog. Yama is destruction. Yama is the god of death. That is okay, but here it is used as a symbology, right? So the gradual slow destruction of the body and the life is happening. Life is actually leaving from you. The time is passing. Saturn is also time, right? Time is passing. You are trying to perfect your life, you are trying to perfect your work, but the time is going away. Life is slipping from your hands. Like the sand, the harder you try to grab onto that sand on your fist, the faster it will fall from your hand. So this is Yama Yoga, my friend. So how to make this Saturn and Mars work in a beneficial way and doesn't let it make you into a victim of Yama Yoga, right? So you see, Saturn is all about slow, gradual, repetitive approach or persuasion of the goal. Mars is impulsivity. Mars is fast actions, which Saturn doesn't allow here. Saturn doesn't allow that. Saturn is about gradual approach of the goal, and here what is happening? Gradual destruction of the body happening, right? Gradual destruction of the life happening. So what to do? This Mars has to respect the Saturnian energy. It has to make friendship with the Saturn, even though both are not friends. The planets, they are not friends. But here they have to bring in that balance. How? By slowing down, by making the approach gradual, making the chase of their target, whether they want to become a police officer or whether they want to become get the promotion which the boss is delaying, or whatever their goal is. Do it in a slow, repetitive manner. Anyhow, you are doing routine repetitive stuff in a continuous manner, but that continuity has to be slowed. And there the most important thing which has to come, which is actually absent in a Saturn Mars native's life, that is the periodic gap, the periodic rest or relaxations at regular intervals. They forget to take rest, they forget to take week offs, they forget to shut down their computer even when the time has arrived. Oh, let me work, what? No problem, let me continue for another 2 hours. That is not going to help you, my friend. Okay, because when you are so focused, you become critical. You become critical of yourself and also about others, and that is also a reason these people are very hard to help. I have had many clients with this conjunction having various types of difficulties in their life. Okay, so here the person is very hard on themselves. They are always criticizing, whatever I did, that is not good enough. Maybe I am in the wrong company, maybe I am in the wrong place, or I should do something else. Always that criticism comes from within. So that doesn't help. So in the process they forget to enjoy their life, enjoy their work, which is actually flow. Flow is a psychological phenomenon. So which actually lets us be the most productive, and that's what you want to become, right? Why do you work so much? Why do you work like a machine? Why do you overcompensate so much? Because you want to be the most productive, because you want to be the most efficient. So that will happen when you take breaks, when you live your life, when you enjoy the process of work and don't hurry it up. You go slowly. So this is what is the biggest remedy for them. And this stubbornness, that rigidity from within, that also comes because of tremendous urge to work, the tremendous urge to finish the work by doing continuous working. But by doing continuous routine repetitive, continuous impulsive obsessive chase, you don't reach your target. You reach your target with a relentless, slow, gradual approach, which is Saturn. There is a quote by Swami Vivekananda where he said, 1 ounce of practice is worth 20,000 tons of big talk. So it is the 1 ounce of practice, little bit of practice, a little bit of work continuously in a periodic manner on a daily basis, along with many gaps in between, giving enough rest to your mind and body, giving enough rest to your endocrine system, your neuromuscular body, and doing little tasks continuously over a period of time, you achieve too much. You achieve too much. Even have you seen interviews of the toppers, those who top in their schools or colleges or the big exams? They would always say, no, I didn't study for 10 hours. I didn't study for 20 hours, 12 hours a day. I just studied for 5 hours. So these are the people, those who have made use of this Saturn Mars balanced approach. They never overcompensated. They focused on the continuity and the periodic gap. Okay. So that gap you have to bring, and it also comes with age. When you become like a little older, probably cross your 30s, or when Mars has matured at 28 and you are approaching 36 slowly, then it somehow calms down. But people still suffer. I have seen many people, they have come to me because they just don't want to stop. They just don't want to relax themselves. Just relax is the word. You have to relax. Saturn is all about relax. Saturn is sannyas. Saturn is vairagya, renunciation. He's not like, you have snorted cocaine and you want to like work. It's not that, Continuous dopaminergic activity, Saturn will not help. You have to, be calm. Oxytocin, serotonin, endorphin has to come and help you. Okay, these are neurotransmitters. Nowadays, many people know about them. So, you see, this is how you have to approach. Otherwise, the harder you try, the sooner the sand falls off from your hands. And for spiritual remedies, Vedic remedies, you have to do Jalavishek of Mahadev, Shivalinga. Shivaling, Jalavishek. Put water on a Shivaling. Biggest remedy for this. Mars and Saturn both will be happy. Both will become happy. Do Jalavishek. Chant Om Namah Shivaya at the time of putting that water onto the head of the Shivling of Shiva. Okay. This is a very powerful, only one remedy I am giving. Very, very powerful. This you have to practice. And not be very critical of others. Nobody is perfect. You are perfect. No. Then how can others be perfect? Okay. So nobody is perfect. When the perfection comes, the person becomes free. He gets into moksha. No CEO is perfect. You think all those CEOs, they are perfect. Look at their life. Okay. So nobody is perfect. Neither you nor others. Don't be so critical. Love yourself. Love your body. Give rest to your body. Sleep 8 hours without fail. Then this will become a boon. And what are the career these people excel? They can excel in anything. Wherever there is that focused, channelized work they do, they can be excellent artists, a very good carpenter, a very good worker in a tunnel, engineers. Most of the time they study engineering. Many people have seen. Even with mutual aspects also. Mutual aspects is better actually. More than the conjunction, not less tougher. Mutual aspects are always less tougher. Many people asked me in comments, how are the mutual aspects are less tougher than the conjunction. Less tougher. Okay. So this is how you have to understand. Okay, I think I have made myself clear. So I wish this would help you. I wish you all the best. Please subscribe and leave it a like and comment your opinion. Har Har Mahadev.